Okay, everybody, it is August 24th, 2011, Wednesday, 12:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I wanted to talk briefly to you guys about, you guys can go ahead and, label me a truther, a conspiracy theorist, whatever you want. And I say that before I tell you anything, because what I'm about to tell you, a lot of you viewers of the Weird Wide Web are young and at least half my age. So I don't expect you guys to automatically agree with what I'm saying. The target audience of this vlog is anybody that is between the ages of 20 and 40. Okay? You guys will know what I mean. Okay, because this is something that has not happened in quite some time. This is something that has occurred over, a generation. Okay, now, think carefully about people that you know. People that are either friends, family, co-workers, people that you deal with on a somewhat regular basis, acquaintances, just in your waking life for the last decade or so. Okay? If you've noticed that a lot of people that you come in contact with all of a sudden are having problems with maintaining their sugar levels, that are being diagnosed as reactive hypoglycemic or diabetic, or gallbladder problems, anything that has to do with like the immediate breaking down part of digestion, the early digestion. I'm not talking about like the liver, although that could be one, but I'm talking about like the stomach, the pancreas, the gallbladder, the I think that's the rest of it. I don't know. Okay, I'm not a scientist. I am not even a geek. I'm just a nerd. I just read a lot. I just pay attention to things around me, and I have since I was a kid. Now, if you've noticed that pattern, like suddenly, friends, family, people are coming down with all of these problems of stomach, pancreas, and gallbladder, or gallbladder, and or whatever, any of those three problems, keep watching. Okay? However long that this takes me to get this message out, pay attention. Because I'm a rambler and I talk too much, but this is important. Okay? I've noticed it. Okay? And me personally, when I was a kid, I was undernourished. Okay? Didn't really think about it at the time. You don't when you're a kid. But I noticed that nurses would tell me, look, ask your teacher to send you down here if you start feeling yucky after lunch, and we'll give you crackers, or we'll give you some V8, or we'll give you some, whatever, we'll give you a snack. And, at first I'm like, okay, you guys are weird, and I didn't think about it at all. So my dad made a comment saying, you need to watch your sugar, you'll get sugar diabetes. Now, when he was a kid, that was actually, something that you could scare the kids with, like, oh, it's so bad to be diabetic, and I looked at him and I was just like, I can't get diabetic just because I eat sugar, fucking the pancreas just don't work, in some people. So, I ignored it. I blew off what he was saying, and he kept saying it. And I was just like, and why is he bringing this up? So I looked up diabetes and researched it when I was a kid, and I was like, oh, okay, fine. Now, actually I had somebody fine-tune this whole explanation. Basically what happens with your pancreas, okay, your pancreas's main job is kicking out what? Insulin. Insulin helps break down sugars. Okay? Now, the more complex a sugar molecule is. Okay, let me just look up sucrose. Okay, just to help you guys out, sucrose. Okay, it's table sugar, okay? Or saccharose, okay, whatever it's. White, odorless, crystalline powder with a sweet taste. Its role in human nutrition. The molecule is a disaccharide composed of glucose and fructose with the molecular formula C12H22O11. Okay? Now, what that means is the higher... Okay, Okay, it's got fatty acids attached to it, but I'm looking for, I think it's hydrogen. Okay, oh no, okay, basically, sucrose is basically basic sugar that the body can break down immediately into glucose and fructose, and then glucose is the default sugar for our bodies, and you can throw it in the gas tank, if you will. Fructose has to be broken down a little bit further, but essentially that's a simple sugar as well. Those are found in nature, both of those, okay? You take some sugar beets and you grind them up or whatever, boil them, roast them, whatever, and it forms like a mush or whatever. You can squeeze the sugar out of it, okay? Fruit, stuff like that. There's a lot of plants that actually store sugar, in massive quantities. They're like the camels of the plant kingdom, if you will. And, those are fine to eat because those are found in nature. They're fine. You don't have to tweak them too much to make the plants give up their sugar stores. However, when you start adding more carbon and adding more, adding more molecules and making the sugar a more complex sugar, it turns into what's called a carbohydrate. Carbon, hydrogen. A complex carbohydrate takes longer to burn. Okay, so it's gas, but it's like an extended format of gas. It keeps your engine running longer. Okay, now what happens is okay, I'm going to pause this and do a part 2. Don't go anywhere.